it's Mike coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Albeit, no, it is not a park spotlight today. Today we are doing something different. Now I am taking requests for blueprint submissions as well, and then I'm piling them all into a park or two, and we're going to start looking at some of your smaller creations. So in today's video, we have got 7 different blueprints covering from a wide array of different creators. We've got a multitude of coasters to go on. We've even got a flat ride to go on. So I'm super excited to start seeing some of these smaller creations that the community have been creating. But if you do want to have your park or blueprint shown on the channel, then there will be a link down in the description below where you can go to a form. You could submit your request for a spotlight to be shown on the channel. But I'm really excited to get into this. Lots of coasters to go on, lots to look at. So let's hop in and have a look around, shall we? Right, so here we are with the first blueprint of the video for today, and this was created by Kayara. The description reads, step into the heart of a music box and follow the tight paths between polished wood and gleaming brass, and walk up till the grand stage where you can either watch the dance or fly through the air. So we've got this giant ballerina on a aeroplane just over there, and we do have a lot of instructions down here. So it says, important, best view at 4 PM, which it is right now. The shadow should be on the left mirror, which it currently is. Walk first through the whole queue before testing and opening the ride. Queue at night time, which we will. So we've got all of this set up correctly. So let's swap that tonight so we can go and have a look down this queue line, shall we? There we go. Right, let's go and have a look down this queue path. This looks amazing, by the way. This music box is so good. That ballerina over the aeroplane looks incredible. So here is the entrance. Let's hop inside here. Oh wow, look at all the detail inside here. We've got a couple of shops just over there. I love the design of this. It almost feels like Victorian or something, like kind of that kind of era. Oh, this is fantastic. Beautifully designed inside here with all the details all on the wall. I love all the gold colouring. Somebody's really having a good time in here. All I can hear is woohoo! Woohoo! Right, we have the entrance over here. And now it looks a little bit Victorian steampunky. We've got some details on the wall here with the decals, with the cracked walls. We've got all the turning cogs. Like the innards of the clock. So obviously this is how like the music box would actually be working. Oh, cool. Oh, this is so cool. I love that dial over there with all the clocks going around. We've got more cogs on the roof over there. All along the back wall. We've got a sign over here. It says, leave guest cam, raise the cam a little bit and play me. Well, I'm not in guest cam at the moment. So if I just go up here, it says play me, and this looks like where the music's actually going to play. So I'm going to press this, and I'm actually going to mute for a second so we can actually listen to this. So if I can interact with it. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. No, it's not going to let me. Hang on. Hang on. Let's turn that menu back on a second. Right. Play trigger sequence. Mute Matty and enjoy. Was that the Planco theme? I actually think it was. That was so cool. The amount of time that must have taken to get all that triggered, to have done that, that was absolutely fantastic. A lot of work got into that. Very impressive, Kayara. Love that. So as we carry on walking through the queue, I can hear the music coming from up here. I'm feeling very patriotic right now. And this should not be in test or anything at the moment, because we have to wait until we get up here. There we go. It's just the music. I was going to say, I didn't think that we had it turned on, but I could hear the music. So, right, I need to get rid of that. Let's click on that. We'll put that in test mode, and let's go for a quick ride on this as well. So we've got a couple of rides to go on today. I think we've got 4 coasters, and we've got all this as well. And let's go for a ride. Enjoy. Absolutely stunning work, Kayara. That was so well done. I love how the shadow of the ballerina reflects on the back of the screen on that left hand side. I can now see why you needed the specific time of day and the shadows to line up exactly. Great job. I love that. All of the detailing all inside, just all the detail all the way around the box itself. Like, you've even got the drawers on the outside, look. Oh, you've got a key, so you can access the innards there. The key's actually turning as it's spinning around. Nice little touch of detail. And then just all the detail just coming all the way around here. I'd better make sure I go all the way around. So we have the Pas de l'Air. I don't know if I butchered that or not. Most likely, because it's me. And you got detail all the way around the entire blueprint, and you've even got the pull-out drawers there. Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely love that, and a great first blueprint of this video. So let's move on to the second one, shall we? Right, so our second blueprint for today's video comes in from the amazing SmilingOma. And the description for this reads, step into the neon-soaked nostalgia of Las Vegas, Vermont Street, in this vibrant flat ride blueprint made for the galaxy of Good Nice Challenge in the Good Nice community. So unfortunately, this does include custom media and custom music, which of course, with me being on console, I cannot access, but that's not going to detract from our enjoyment of this. So let's hop inside and have a look, shall we? This is a full 8K limit blueprint, so the absolute maximum it can be. We've got a sign over here, it says Battleborn Nevada. Home means Nevada. Oh, cannot. Right, hang on, Matty. I need to read properly here. Home means Nevada. Home means the hills. Home means the sage and the pines. Out by the Tucker's silvery rills, out where the sun always shines. There, oh my God, read Matty. There is the land that I love the best, fairer than all can see. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me. I'm just a poet. You can tell. I'm just so eloquent with the way that I talk. I could be a poet. It just flows from me naturally. We've got these little custom characters just on the outside, and we have welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Really excited to hop inside and have a look at this. So let's come through here. Very busy. And lots going on already. We've got lots of lights going on. We've got all of the screens. And wow, look at this. Oh, this looks absolutely fantastic. There's so much going on. There's so much to look at. So we have the Vermont Street experience. I don't know if I'm saying Vermont right or not. Probably not, because it's me. So we've got the screen there. We've got a zip ride, like, kind of up above us. I believe that should be working because I did put it in test mode as I put it down. So we have the Slotzilla. I think that... Oh, there you go. It's just going there. So we've got all of these custom characters over here. We have SmilingOma herself just on that side. That is so cool. You would not get me on that. Not an absolute chance. Well, this looks amazing. There's so much light everywhere and so much going on. We've got a angel just at the top of that building. We have the Mint. Is that a hotel, is it? The Del Webb? I'm not sure if that's a hotel. We've got the Las Vegas Club over there. We'll go down and have a look on the lower ground in a second. We've got a flat ride inside this building, which everyone is queuing for, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. So we have the Plaza. Or Piazza. Oh, I'm just butchering everything today. I'm so sorry. And do you know why I recognise this sign? This was in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, or something like that, and I seem to recognise it from that. I'm not sure why that's the only reason I know that sign. And then we have the Nugget down here. The Queens. And the Pioneer Club. And let's head down the street and head towards the ride, shall we? Lots of people queuing for this ride. I love the fact that we've got screens now on the console. Even if we can't have the custom media, at least we've got some moving screens. It makes such a huge difference. I can't believe how many lights you've got here. This is absolutely insane. You really have captured that Vegas feel with how bright it is. But we'll come through these doors. Oh, wow. Oh, I feel like we need to go on this. Right, let's just bring up that hood and we'll have a quick click on this. Let's go for a quick ride on this. Oh my days, that is trippy. Yeah, you probably wouldn't get me on this either, to be honest. That's a bit too trippy for my liking. But what an experience to be inside there. Yeah, very nicely done. And there's actually something wrote on the back also. What does that say? New thrill, sensors active, scream louder for maximum fun. Yeah, I would definitely be screaming if I was on that, without a doubt. And as we come through the exit, we've got this street also here with so many lights. That is ridiculous. But what a beautiful build this is. So much effort gone into all of this. Where is that person again going, woohoo, woohoo, like literally following me around the park as I'm going? But yeah, this is incredible Smiling. Really well done. You can see how much time and effort has gone into that, and you can tell it's 8,000 pieces. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I do want to have a look at this in the day, just before we hop over to the second park with all the items. So we'll swap that over quickly. And in the day, it's just as equally as impressive. Even without all of them lights on, you can see just how much detail you've gone into with this build. Yeah, great job Smiling. I really do like this. I love this back wall over here with the Slotzilla. And then we've even got the dancing girls on the side, which I didn't even notice at night. Yeah, amazing build. Great job. So let's hop over to the second park with some more blueprints, shall we? Right, so here we are with the third blueprint of today's video, and it's time to start going on some coasters. Now, for the life of me, I cannot say this creator's name, so I'm just going to call him Fred. I know full well that his name is not Fred, but I can say Fred, so to me, you are now and forevermore be known as Fred. And he actually requested a different spotlight. He requested the Dark Ride blueprint ride, which is over there, over yonder. You can just see it over there between the coaster. But when I loaded it, it actually had multiple coasters in the park. So I was like, we may as well just go on all of them while we're here. So Fred is actually getting 3 different rides in this video. Proper getting preferential treatment in this video. I'm not sure what he's done to deserve such preferential treatment. I'm expecting cookies for this, please. But we've got this dueling coaster. So we have the Team Feral Route and the Team Embertech. So which one shall we go on? We'll go on the green one in the day, and then we'll go on the orange one in the evening to make it fair. So let's have a walk down this queue line. This looks incredible already, by the way. I love the dueling effect that I'm seeing before we've even got on them. Oh, just as the ride came shooting past. I love it when that happens. And then just on the other side as well. Oh, we've been so lucky. Look at all of the detail all underneath there with the transfer tracks all underneath. Yeah, great detailing underneath. Right, let's carry on heading down this queue line. And there we go. No, push through all of these people. Move, 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 move. Right, up the steps, into the station. We're just going to go with a guest POV for this one, and we'll go with a front bumper for the other one. There is a car in the station, so very quickly, let's just jump on that. And we're in a guest POV. We're going to leave it like this. So let's go for a ride. Enjoy, everyone. That was absolutely amazing. That was so well done. You smashed the dueling aspect. They're lined up so well. And just both of the rides felt so smooth. I really enjoyed the POVs on the both of them. I thought the layout was fantastic. Is this custom supporting as well? It is. You've even done some custom supporting around the ride. Is it all custom supported, the entire thing? No. So some of it is, some of it isn't, but you can tell the custom supporting bits that you have done. It looks absolutely fantastic. And I did notice my mistake when I was walking down the queue line. I was saying that these were the transfer tracks. No, of course they're not. They're actually the launches for the rides themselves. But yeah, loved this blueprint. Absolutely fantastic. So let's move on to our next blueprint of the video, shall we? So the next blueprint that we're looking at has more than double the amount of downloads than any other blueprint in this video. And this wasn't actually even requested for a spotlight. But as I've said before, my son played Planet Coaster 2 whilst I took my year away from the game. And when I actually returned back to playing, this was one of the only downloads I had at the time, because my son had downloaded this and absolutely loved it. So this Minecraft village house was created by AmetG223, and I'm about to annoy a lot of people here, and I'm very sorry in advance, but I've never been into Minecraft. It's just not my cup of tea, I'm afraid. I don't do Minecraft. I find it extremely boring. I'm very, very sorry. But even I can appreciate this. It does look like it's ripped directly from the Minecraft game. And this little blueprint is 1,300 pieces just for this one building. A lot of work has gone into this, and it is like a one-for-one recreation of something that you would see in Minecraft. Like, all of these wall pieces are all individually done and rotated and everything. All of the roof pieces, you can see a lot of rotation there, so it hasn't got that like same look all over the top. Really well executed and put together, this, and I can see why fans of Minecraft would want to download this submission. And I'm not sure why it's only just dawned on me, but we've got PlayStation submissions, we've got PC submissions, all in the same park. I'm not sure why this has only just dawned on me, like this, the massive impact that this has. Of course, I did the Moomin Little Socks Park showcase the other day, which was a PC submission, and we've had some PC submissions already in this video already. And yeah, just the fact that we can have console and PC on the console now is just incredible. But yeah, a great little build, really enjoyed that. So let's hop on to the next one, shall we? So the next coaster on our blueprint bonanza of today is another one coming in from Fred. We are splitting them up a bit, with him getting preferential treatment. Clearly he's obviously my favourite person today. Clearly, I don't know what he did to appease me so much, but we have X Factory, which was created for a diorama contest. And look at this, I can see loads of custom supporting once again. Look at all the detail and colouring around this, using one of the in-game fences, one of the new ones that came with Planet Coaster 2. This looks amazing. It's busy up here. Absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I've just connected the path up there, and I just tried to film this a second ago, and there were loads and loads and loads of stuck people here going, So I connected the path up. There you go, everybody, you're all free. They're all running away. I bet they're all desperate for the toilet. I don't know how long they've been stuck here. They're like, I've been stuck here for 6 months. Right, let's go and try and find the entrance, shall we? We've got the coaster coming right past here. I love the curve here. That looks so smooth. Right, and we'll carry on coming around here. So the next coaster we will go on will be that one over there by Deathfearsnone, and then we'll close out today's video with this dark ride once again by Fred. So 3 coasters to end the video on, and let's come around here. Look at that inversion going over the building. Oh, this looks absolutely incredible. I love how the coaster comes so close to the path over here. You're gonna have to let me know where you placed in this contest, because this is one heck of a submission right here. So we've got the entrance, food and drinks and toilets back here, so this must be the exit. Yes, it is. So we'll carry on walking around. Are we going to be lucky and see a coaster come past us as we are stood here? That would be nice. There's one up there, but I want to see one come around here. I don't know which direction it comes from. Whichever way I face is going to be the wrong way, isn't it? Got to assume it's going to come this way. Come on, are we going to be lucky? Come on. I'm kind of like going really, really slowly in the hope that one comes, but it's just not happening, is it? Oh, there we go. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, I cannot wait to go on this. So we'll carry on following this around, and we need to go and find the queue path. So we've got the shops just around here. We've got some seating around here. We've got the ride that goes up and through this building. Some more food once again. We have X Factory as the queue line down here. Down this underground bit. It's so dark down here. Has anyone got a torch? And no, that is not the queue path. That is not the way to go. Oh, I love how the coaster goes over the top here, though. Yeah, that's awesome. Right. So the queue path must just be around here. I wonder why it is so dark in certain areas in Planet Coaster 2. And I wonder if it's something that Frontier are going to have a look at. Because the dark areas seem overly dark, regardless of how many lights you put in them. Oh, wow. Look how the coaster comes through right next to the queue path. We have got to stay and look at this. We've got to. As it's here, it even got lights underneath. Will these trigger as the ride comes past, do we think? And the real question is, how long have we got to wait? We've got a bit of story here. If I read this, you know that the coaster is going to come past. We'll try. We'll try. Factory X, 960 metres, 5 inversions, 92 kilometres an hour, built in 2025 by Fred. Right. The coaster still hasn't come past. Come on. Don't keep me waiting, please. Oh, hang on. We've got some triggers going off. Things are happening. That light was flashing. And now there's a light flashing over there. This must mean something. Oh, come on. I'm being so unlucky. Excuse me, get out of my way. I am going to stand here and wait. Just talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Oh. Hashtag worth it. It was a bit fast, but it was worth it. Right, that's what she said. Right, in 1926, a factory opened its doors under the guidance of the mysterious Mr. Schmitz. The factory operated in secrecy, with no one knowing exactly what was being produced. Rumours of new technologies and hidden experiments swirled, but no answers ever came. So we've got a full story as we come through here. Like all the decoration just in this queue line. Oh, this is absolutely incredible. It reminds me of something that Flooded Tombs would build. It is almost giving me Flooded Tombs vibes, this. Of course, any long-term viewers of the channel will be very familiar with the name Flooded Tombs. We've got more of the story. In 1936, the factory abruptly shut down. When the police entered the abandoned place, they found a lot of empty silos marked with the label X. What was this substance? What happened inside those walls? And why did the factory close so suddenly? Oh, mystery. As we carry on walking down here. Oh, there's so much detail everywhere. And then we're just next to the coaster once again. What should come whizzing past now this time? Now we're here and we haven't got to stand and wait. I'm not doing the same again, don't worry. I'm not going to stand here and wait for it to come past. Albeit I am going to walk backwards slowly. In like the secret hope that it comes past. No, it's not going to happen again, is it? Right, okay, never mind. Let's carry on. Oh, bit more of the story. It wasn't until after the closure that the factory became known as Factory X, a name that symbolised the unresolved mystery surrounding it. Take a ride into the dark, forgotten corner of the factory. Dare to uncover its secrets? The adventure awaits in the shadows of Factory X. I read that with no mistakes. Are we all proud of me? That was good. I'm very proud of myself. Right. So much to look at everywhere, all down this queue line. And I do have specific seating on this ride, and we've got the ride operator enclosed there, look. Even more detailing on the platform. Oh, look how the coaster comes opposite. That looks amazing. Right, I do have specific seating, so let's go for a ride. Enjoy, everyone. I think we can all agree that was absolutely sensational. I think you're really putting yourself on the map with these coasters that you are creating and the detail that you put into them. That queue line was fantastic. The whole thing was incredible from start to finish, even from when we started on the floor down there all the way to the ride itself. So smooth all the way around. Great layout. Yeah, nothing else to add. Absolutely fantastic. Love that one. Yeah, let's move on to the next submission, shall we? So the penultimate blueprint for today's video is Curse of the Werewolf, created by Deathfearsnone. And the description for this reads, take a ride on the spinning coaster through the village as you hunt for your next meal. Now, before we go and have a quick look at this, I am going to go on a bit of a tangent and on a bit of a moan here, and this is nothing to do with Deathfearsnone whatsoever. He did say he had a little bit of difficulty in getting this blueprint on the workshop, and I had so much difficulty in getting this down, and I am so concerned that I have not done this justice, because I know how talented a creator Deathfearsnone is, and for the life of me, I cannot work out why blueprints in Planet Coaster 2 do not have the terrain involved with the blueprint. Planet Zoo does. Any terrain forming that you've done, any terrain paint that you've done, carries over in the blueprint. So they have the technology. It's not like they can't do it. So why is that not a thing in Planet Coaster 2? I've had to do a fair bit of terrain forming to get this to fit in correctly. I'm not even sure that I've done that right. I'm sure there's supposed to be loads of terrain forming around here and loads of paint tooling and everything that's missing. And again, I know how talented Deathfearsnone is, so any of these bits that may look a bit missing or something, please don't have that as a reflection upon his work, because it's not. It's going to be me placing it that is going to be the issue. Because even as we have a look at these buildings, like, look how good these buildings are, like kind of this gothic design that we've got. We've got this launch coaster that's going all the way around us at the same time. I love how it launches through this like wooden structure, I'm going to say. Through here, it looks amazing. We've got the windmill at the end. And Ethan, Deathfearsnone, I am so sorry that if the way that I have placed this is wrong and it's not right and I'm not doing this the full justice that it deserves. I love the design on that with the decals and the rustic look of it. But as we have a walk down this path, we've got some seating just to our left-hand side. You've got the coaster that comes right underground here. That looks fantastic. Oh, just as it goes over the top of us. Finally, a little bit of good luck. We haven't had much this spotlight, but we did have a little bit there. And it's just coming underneath as well. We've got the triggered effects as it comes up the other side. We've got this bridge over here. And like over here, I know that all of this would have been decorated with pathing and paint tool and everything, and just didn't carry over in the blueprint. So yeah, such a shame, because again, I know I'm repeating myself here. I know how talented Deathfearsnone is. So yeah, let's go for a ride. He's such a talented coaster creator, so let's not let some of these issues around the blueprint detract from what is going to be an amazing ride. Look how I did the path there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This ride is going to be amazing, and it's going to make up for my incompetence. I know it will. So we'll come back here, up the very thrown together queue path that I did. Again, that is wrong. I'm so sorry. But let's go for a ride on this, shall we? Enjoy, everyone. The ride more than made up for my incompetence of placing the blueprint. That was absolutely brilliant. So well done. All the way around. Like, again, really smooth. For a spinning coaster, it didn't feel too erratic. Nice layout. I love the terrain bits, like kind of how it goes under the ground. I really liked this end section here, which is why I'm like hovering around here. Kind of how it goes from left to right, all the way down here, and then over the water feature, because of course I was going to love that bit. Yeah, great ride. I like all the rock work that you've done around here as well. Yeah, absolutely fantastic ride. Really did enjoy that. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't place the blueprint as it was intended, but again, a fantastic ride regardless. So let's move on to our final blueprint of the video, shall we? So the final ride of today's video comes once again from Fred, and the description reads, Nova Sentinel Dark Ride Coaster. Help to defend the shield that protects our world from the Greens. In this Dark Ride Coaster, you will experience an epic sci-fi journey inside and outside Nova Sentinel. Start outside and walk down the queue to have an interactive experience even before the ride starts. So I am super excited for this. After what we've already seen with Exodus and Factory X, we know we're in for something good right here. But we will, as intended, start on the outside and have a look at all of the detailing all around the outside. We've got the spaceship just over here on the outside. I can just imagine this being in a sci-fi area of a theme park. And this can't be blueprinted because of the piece count. I think it's about 15,000 pieces, this. So it's not even blueprintable. It's not even a word. Blueprintable. It's not a word. I'm making it up as I go along. Yeah, it's that big, it can't be put into a blueprint form. But I love the outside, all of the lighting. I like how the moon is just above the sign there. That was unintentional, a happy accident. But let's go down this queue path, shall we? I am excited for this. So we have the entrance, we've got the exit only. We actually need to have a look at the exit afterwards because it looks like there's stuff in there. And we've got a 25-minute wait from this point. Not for us. I want to have a look at everything. So we've got a block of toilets here. We've got staff facilities there, I assume. Oh, this looks so good. All the detail everywhere. Ah, it looks like we've just come straight into Star Wars or something. I'm being quiet because I'm taking it all in. I'm just trying to look at everything. I really do like the fact that we have the interactive screens now. I really do. You got the dark ride. Is that the transfer track? The last time I said it was a transfer track, it wasn't. So I'm making sure. No, it is not the transfer track. It is actually part of the ride. Is it a coaster? I can't tell. Oh, it is a coaster. Okay. Consider me intrigued. Got absolutely no idea what we're in store for here. I like how they brought this music back again for Planet Coaster 2, carrying over from Planet Coaster 1. Like that Star Wars but not Star Wars theme. Yeah, very nice queue line. Really did like that. Look at this station build. Looks like the Death Star. Wow, absolutely incredible. Oh, we've even got some triggered effects in here as well with the lights flickering. I'm buzzing for this. Absolutely buzzing for this. So, final ride of the park. Let's go. Enjoy, everyone. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. What a ride to end the spotlight on. That was absolutely fantastic all the way around. All of the set pieces, all the triggered effects. There were a couple of little things that I didn't quite get to see because it was a little bit too fast. So we had the mission details here that seems to go. Does that like kind of just go up and down? Right, it must go up and down when it comes, so I couldn't actually get to see that. But there's so much detail everywhere that you don't even really get to see when you're on the ride because you're just going around so fast. First time on one of them coasters as well that's actually changing tracks. I'm so going to get lost in here. Why am I doing this? I'm going to get lost. Let's just turn around. There was a lot of detail. I'm going to get lost if I try that. I need to find the station again. Back here, was it? No, that wasn't it. Oh, look at all them triggered effects there. Oh, that is so cool. Right, I don't know whereabouts I am. I've lost the station. There it is. I found it because I want to walk down the exit queue because I wanted to have a look at that shop just before we close out the video. So you even got like a really detailed shot back here. You've got the ride photos. I haven't seen the ride photos before. That's actually new. So that's the first time I've seen that. That's really cool. And then we've got the modular gift shops like Planet Coaster 2. Yeah, absolutely incredible. What a submission. What a submission. I do want to have a look at this in the day though, just to make sure that we don't miss anything on the outside over here. So normally I'm swapping it from day to night, but this time we're doing the opposite. So let's just swap that quickly. And I genuinely didn't realize just how much detail there was on the outside. You've got all of the ventilation all on the top of the building. I didn't even really realize that the coaster came out over the top there. Wow, there's just so much gone into this. You've got the air conditioning fans. You really have thought of everything. You are definitely a creator to keep an eye on for the future with the work that you are producing. I will be doing contests moving forward. Maybe early next year I'm thinking of possibly doing one. And if you enter it, you are definitely one to watch out for. Without a doubt, yeah. Incredible. Absolutely loved all of the submissions today, all of the blueprints. Every single one had something different. They all had something to bring and offer. Yeah, absolutely loved it. So let's go to some closing thoughts, shall we? So little old me over here thought, how hard can it be to spotlight a couple of blueprints? It'll be way easier than doing a big park. I could just knock a couple of blueprints out really quickly. As it turns out, that wasn't the case. It's taken me all day to get this one video done just with these 7 blueprints. But anyway, I'm going to start moaning. These were all absolutely fantastic. So much creativity on display in this video. And just the fact that we've been able to look at both console and PC creations. It's game changing. Honestly, it's incredible. And I love the fact that I can now start looking at some of you PC guys who've been following me for years and have been desperate for me to show stuff, and I can now do it. Yeah, great work from everybody today. All the coasters were amazing. All of the designs were amazing. I can't wait to look at some more blueprints in the future, but let me know down below what you guys all think. I'm going to be back very, very soon. Until then, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!
I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small.